Hello, wealthy, successful, money making trader. This is your trader's friend. Thank you for joining me for another video. I'm so glad you're here with me. Want to talk to you about the trade that I took last night, at least the primary trade on the Euro USD 1 minute. Sorry about that. I was thinking Euro JPY, but I only traded the Euro USD last night. Now, when I got up somewhere around here and I was waiting for the opportunity to go back in harmony with what I thought was a bullish trend. However, nothing looked right. I was waiting for just the right setup and it didn't come yet. So the reason I was looking to go bullish is because we were above this 200 SMA. We got this really strong candle here and we got the strong candle there. Now, while I was waiting for an opportunity to go in harmony with this, what I thought was a bullish trend, I noted the size of this candle compared to the other candles before it. Now, this area of resistance and support came from a candle on the 5-minute time frame, and that lended to my idea that we were going in a bullish manner. Let's stop and take a look at that 5-minute time frame right quickly. Now you can see the size of this candle, but what I did not note last night that I'm clearly seeing now was the size of that candle compared to the size of the candles before it. So look at the size of these candles and all of a sudden you got all of this strength running to the upside. Now that I did not note. What I did note was that strong break and close above this 200 SMA. So that's why I was looking for an opportunity to continue on in a bullish fashion. Now, taking a look at this on the 1-minute time frame, you'll also see this really strong move up. But the thing that made this suspicious, and I marked both of these candles, was because you had this really strong run up. However, the candle opened above the close of this candle and fell straight down. So I thought that was suspicious, but I did not think that it was an exhaustion candle. What I thought was it was just going to create this kind of choppy sideways before the trend continued. However, when we got to this point, I saw this candle, but I was like, oh, we're a little bit close to that 200 SMA. Don't want to enter yet. But pretty soon thereafter, we got this strong break and close of this 200 SMA. And once we got the pullback on this candle, I then shorted the market simply because if I went short right here, look at that stop loss. And I want you to know that I risked this one candle. Well, technically it wasn't even a whole candle, but I risked part of a candle and I gained over 130 candles in my favor. So guys, I want to remind you to please keep your losses short. So you see exactly where I got in. And let's take a look at where I got out. So this was the last candle I saw last night before I turned my monitor off and went to bed. Now I want to show you, especially on the 1-minute time frame, when you're looking at candles 1 minute by 1 minute, and a lot of times I'll do something else like watch a movie, watch something on YouTube, but it gets to be pretty tedious. So after you get a pretty good rundown, and for me at the time it was a little bit over 10 pips, then usually you get this pullback. This was my closing candle. So I was hanging in there to see what was going to happen. If price closed above that, I was out of that market. But let's look at how many opportunities you get to get in on this particular trade. Now, if you missed the first opportunity, guess what? The market did a pullback because a lot of people that got 10 pips or whatever, they were ready to go to bed. They got their 10 pips and then you know what happened. You get this cross and then price closes in a bearish fashion. Now, if you're not comfortable entering there, look, you have totally broken and closed the low of that cross. Another opportunity to enter the market. That was an opportunity. However, I would not have entered that on a first trade. It would have been fine, and actually it would have been an okay to trade to enter, because look at the distance between that 10 SMA and the 200 SMA. Now this is definitely something I would have entered. Why would I have entered that? You have this bearish candle here, you have this strong candle going to the upside. However, the next candle closes lower, and it closes pretty deeply into the candle, and then we have this close, this breaking close below. This is also a really good entry if you want to wait to close that low, because you have a strong breaking close of that 10 SMA. So that was another opportunity if you missed the initial opportunity. Here you have an engulf, and as long as you stay in that on the short side and you don't close above it, then you still have a good opportunity to get a pretty decent run out of that pair. Now, I actually got back in later. Let's take a look at some more opportunities. Now, here you have a really, really strong pullback. I was not in the market at this time, but look at this opportunity. You just got this strong close above this 200 SMA. It's looking good, but look at the direction of that 200 SMA. It's already pointed in a bearish manner. And you got a little pullback, bounce off. However, we have the same situation that I was showing you earlier, where, and this doesn't always work out like this, guys, where you have a close, you have an open above a strong candle that closes on this high, closing really deeply into the candle, and then look at this candle. Nice break and close below that 10 SMA. Perfect entry opportunity, and you have pips there. That's the benefit of trading the 1 minute time frame. It gives you plenty of opportunities for success in the market. What if you entered here? That looks like a very viable entry. However, there is no support here. Just say your stop loss is there. You got stopped out there. You get the opportunity again. Tiny candle, nice strong candle, but then price comes back and reinforces itself with this strong breaking close below this 10 SMA. And the reason these things are important is because the market is already moving in a bearish manner. So you get plenty of opportunities on the 1 minute time frame to enter a successful trade. And I do want to remind you of the 3 things that you need in order to be successful in Forex. Number 1, more important than anything else, more important than your strategy, more important than your risk management, is your discipline. Discipline is the holy grail in the market. Number 2, you are waiting for the proper timing to enter a trade. Once you get the most advantageous timing, you are then waiting for the market to show you the proper trade setup. These are the actual trades. As you can see, it doesn't take a lot to multiply your wealth in Forex. But the one on the top is only 2.5 pips. I went ahead and closed it out to make this video. Good trading is all about the timing and the setup. Proper timing and the right setup will get you where you need to go in Forex. As you can see, I've taken a total of 24 trades for the month. 3 of them are drawdowns. And if you look at the dates, you'll note that I did not trade every day. The trade at the top, I got out of that trade early so that I could go ahead and make this video. But I want to remind you of the three things that are absolutely necessary in your success in Forex. Number one is discipline. Number two, proper timing. And number three, the proper trade setup. I want to remind you that you can absolutely do this. You can be successful at Forex. Have an amazing pip filled trading week.